Welcome back to another unboxing and review. Today we are looking at this Spotlight Oral Care Water Flosser. Now I'm a big fan of Spotlight's toothbrush, which I've done a review on. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in that. But as I was super impressed with their toothbrush, I thought I'd want to check out their water flosser. Now I've wanted one of these for quite some time. I did a bit of research, and because I was so impressed with Spotlight, I thought I'd go with their latest water flosser. Now this is the Mark II of their water flosser that is available. They've got a cheaper one on their website, but I recommend going for this because there's been some kind of fairly decent upgrades. So with this, it's got a bigger tank than the last one. The water tank holds a lot more water. That can be a downside if you're traveling potentially, but generally I'm going to be using this at home anyway, so it's not much of a problem for me. I think it's also got a longer battery life and some further kind of improvements in terms of sterilising the water as well. So it's got a UV light that will actually sterilise the water that you put in here. So it's got a few updates compared to the original, but check out the website, you'll see some more information on there, and if you potentially want to go for the older one, you'll have a much bigger saving. Now I got this for £89, it's normally 120, but at the website at the moment they've got kind of like a 30% off deal. That might not be there anymore, but it's worth having a look. So this is literally a water flosser. It's got a wireless, it's rechargeable, it's a 60 to 120 psi water pressure. It's got 4 different types of tips. It's even got a tip for if you wear kind of things like dentures or kind of, anything in your mouth that needs additional cleaning. It's got a tool for that as well. It's got a tongue tool as well, and then sort of independent tools for cleaning your teeth, which I'll show you. Hydro Creativity Ball, don't really know what that is. And then obviously the UV sterilizer. So the box is fairly simple. If you don't know much about this company, this is the 2 dentists that actually design all this gear. I think they're based in Ireland. And so I quite like their stuff, because in the UK we often get an American plug, which can be a little bit of a pain when you're charging things, but with these devices you tend to get a British plug, which has its own benefits. So you can see on here you've got the tongue scraper tool, which is really great for helping improve your breath and getting rid of bacteria. There's an orthodontic spray tip, there's a periodontal pocket sprinkler, classic jet tip, and it said it's suitable for reducing bad breath, maintaining a white, bright smile, complex dental work including braces, implants and veneers, and reducing gum inflammation. Now the reason why I'm buying this in the first place is because I don't like going to the dentist, and going to the dentist now, especially in the UK, is quite difficult as a lot of dentists become private, so you can't get it through the NHS, and it's becoming quite expensive. So I want to take care of my teeth as best I can, and my gums, and I think this is a good way of moving forward, to add this to my kind of routine of brushing my teeth. I'm not someone that's very good at flossing, so I thought this might help improve it by buying something that's got decent value to it. It's a bit of a technical gimmick as well, which is something I like. So I'm probably more likely to use this than I am using dental floss. So that's what's on the box. Let's get into the actual box itself. Just open this up. So like with their toothbrush, they kind of really like their presentation. I really like the way that everything's presented with their boxes. So let's just have a look at what's in here. So here appears to be the actual device. So this is the main part of the device. Let's get this out. So feels good quality. It's reasonably light, not too heavy. You can see different modes on there: gentle, clean, pulse. It's got a nice grip as well. And just below here, it's got the charging port, just there. Okay. And that's the bit that I think that will help release the water tank at the bottom, and that's going to then go into the water tank itself to suck the water up. So that's the device itself. There's nothing else in this box. And then here, it says made by dentists, and we've got a couple of things. So let's just have a quick look at the instructions. So it tells you a bit of information about the tank, 360 flossing experience, on off button, sterilisation mode, UV light, 400ml water tank, Oh, that's the hydrogravity ball. So I imagine they've called it some fancy name, but I think it's so you can tip it in any direction, you'll still get the water going through. Different modes, gentle mode, pulse mode, clean mode. Got different modes there, but a few directions. Should be fairly straightforward. And go through the tips as well. How to clean the water flosser. And that's about it. So that's the instructions. Here we have got the water tank. So it's got quite a nice, decent sized reservoir. I think that was one of the complaints about the original one, the tank was too small. So that will obviously go in there. And then we'll fill out the water. That screws onto the bottom. So it's quite large, you can see my hand here. It's quite a large device, a lot bigger than a toothbrush. So yeah, carrying this around if you're traveling could be a bit tricky, but yeah. And then this is the USB charger. A USB, and then you've got those kind of standard plug socket type things. And interestingly, actually, it doesn't come with a plug, it comes with a USB charger. So just use one of your USB plugs you've got many of. And these are some of the replacement tips for the water flosser. So in here, side. So these are all the different tips they talked about. Oh, just drop one. So you can see here, that's the tongue tool. Then you've got all these different tools with different ends. And there you go. So that is the unboxing, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this for the next few weeks, and as with all my reviews, I will let you know how I'm getting on with the second part of this video. So please like and subscribe if you like this content and found it useful, and I shall catch you on the next part of the video. Welcome back to the second part of this video on the dental flosser, and I just wanted to go through some of the features with you now. I've been using this for about 4 months, and I have been super impressed with this. And this is the first time I've been using one of these flossers, and my teeth feel super clean. And I'm not exaggerating that. I think this is something, I don't know if it's just for this flosser, you probably find the same for other flossers as well, but I found that my teeth feel really clean when using this. And I use this at night time, so by nighttime brush, and it's been awesome. It's just been so good, and it's really made a difference to how my teeth feel and how clean they feel as well. And I kind of get that, I know it sounds cheesy, but that dentist feel when you leave, so you kind of feel like you use this and you feel like your teeth have as clean as they are when you go to a dentist and have them done by a hygienist or something. So what I've been doing with this is I've got this head on this, which is the one I normally use, which is kind of the standard cleaning head. I occasionally use the tongue scraper as well, but not very often. I mostly use this one here, and this is the one I've been finding that is the most useful for me, and I find works really well. So what you initially start off with, obviously you switch the power on and it kind of starts flashing, and then you press this button here, which will engage the UV light to kind of, I guess, cleanse your water that's in here to make sure it's hygienic. And then what you need to be aware of is that when you press this again, it immediately starts to fire water out the front of the device. So if I just show you now, if I press it here, so I'm just aimed at the sink, you can see that's the kind of flow that comes out. It is pretty powerful. I'll just switch it off when I'm talking to you. So it comes out as one stream, and then you press it again and it comes out in the cleaning mode, which is the mode that I use. So I'll just show you again. So I'm going to press it once, it's on the, see the filter at the moment, press it once again, and I'm going to press it again just so you can see the power. So now that, because I've got this tilted, because it's obviously struggling to suck water out while I've got it tilted because I'm aiming at the sink, it's really hard to show this on camera. So what I will do is I'll actually show you me using this myself as best I can to give you an idea of what it kind of looks like when you're using it. It is quite messy, so I would say to you that if you haven't got a sink, this is like kind of standard size sink, if you haven't got a sink about this size, you might struggle with this because it does spray. So that's the only downside I've found, is that it does spray water. So you'll find that water sprays around your sink, which is not a problem if you've got a sink. But if you've got a smaller sink, you might find it ends up on the floor. That's something you need to be really, really aware of. You could use this in the shower, so that could be another option. You could use it in the shower if you don't have a large sink, and that would work fine as well. So let me just edit in a bit of a video here to show you me trying to use it as best I can on camera, but just be aware that it's a bit difficult for me to film this and show you at the same time. Okay, so hopefully I'm in shot here, and you can see this is the kind of the tip of the device. So I'm pressing the power button on, I'm switching it, pressing mode, and I'll press it one more time, and I'll press it again to get it into the mode that I normally use. And hopefully this gives you an idea. Now, sorry, this is slightly disgusting, because obviously the water is going to go into the sink, but it'll just give you an idea of the angle that you need to have. So So I'm hoping you could see that, but that would just give you an idea of how the kind of angle you need to have in your mouth to get the cleaning, and the water has to fall out in your sink. Okay, so now I can talk again. So as you can see, it has to have a kind of an angle like that to go into your mouth, so the water falls out your mouth and goes into the sink. And doing your back teeth and all that kind of stuff is really, really easy with this. Not a problem at all. As I said, there is spray. So you just have to be aware that there is spray when you're using this. But other than that, it's been absolutely brilliant. My teeth feel very, very clean. I highly recommend whether you get this one or get another one like this. They're very, very good. And if you want to save money on going to the dentist and having that scraping done and all that kind of stuff, going to the dentist now is so super expensive, and I just want to make sure I maintain my teeth as best I can. I think using this in combination with a really, really good brush, and actually I bought the same brand, the brush as well, which I did a review on. I'll leave a link below as well if you want to check that out. But yeah, they both work very, very well together. If I just show you the brush actually, just so you're aware. So this is the Spotlight brush that I use, and it's brilliant. It works so well with this in conjunction with it, and yeah, great devices. I hope you found this review useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.